My 32F, mil, Pam, 57F, found out she had breast cancer +/2 ago. As my city has a reference hospital for cancer treatment across the country, my husband and I agreed to let her live with us. Pam is a difficult person to deal with, very critical and stubborn, but my husband controlled the situation. It was okay for 6 months. But after that period, my husband was sent to work in another state for 2 years. It's 4 hours of flight and no direct flight. He stays in the city for 2 months, 2 weeks here and comes back. After that, it was the worst part of Pam's treatment and I felt overwhelmed because she had surgery, she was in very bad health and everything was on my back. In addition to being treated bad and being a maid for Pam. Also, as my husband had to rent a house there and pay bills, I was 100% responsible for our house financially. Pam never contributed. Every time I complained that my mill didn't pay anything, she has a fat pension, and mistreated me, he took her side and said that I should be patient with her, because she is in a bad mood because of the treatment. But even garbage was better treated than me. I don't know how I held on, but a part of me didn't give up because she didn't have anyone else to take care of her. But it really wore me down emotionally and physically. Having to tolerate and care for someone who is ungrateful and disrespectful. 1 week ago, we got the good news that she is completely cancer-free and that was a great relief. But I had my limit when she said she was thinking about putting her house, in another city, for rent since she was around here. I burst out, crying, saying I couldn't take it anymore and she had to move out of my house as soon as possible. My husband found out and yelled at me that I couldn't make this decision on my own about our house and that I made it very clear that Pam was being a burden, making her uncomfortable. I replied with, I pay all the house bills myself, I took care of her without saying anything and I don't want that anymore. So yes, it's my decision in the house that I pay and I don't want to have such an exhausting presence anymore. Pam is at the hotel right now and all the relatives are calling me a monster for doing this to someone who has recently been cured of cancer. It's okay, my husband might become an ex, but at this stage I'm just relieved. My heart says I'm right, but I wish I had an outside perspective. Rita? Ta, fake names, English isn't my first language. Number a small update perhaps? A few hours after posting, but that's it. I barely woke up asterisk. My officially future ex-husband called and said that after what I did to mom and disrespecting his opinion on an important decision, he said he can't trust me anymore and will return to town on Monday to sort things out, but not to fix our relationship, but to determine how we will go our ways. Don't worry, the house is entirely mine. Before I married him, although now it's a memory of bad things, it's a house and who knows in the future, maybe I'll sell the house, but right now I'll stay in it. I even considered trying couples therapy, but when he brought up the possibility of divorce, my heart was flooded with relief, and honestly, I love him, but as many of you have said, someone who loves stands by his wife when she is mistreated. So, I think we all really walk separately. Going to the market right now to snacks and a good alcohol to spend the day. Any Netflix recommendations? Thank you for all the messages of love and support. Many may think it was an obvious NA situation, but when everyone around you is telling that you are a monster, you doubt your own judgment and heart.